many things that you should know when planning your retirement, but we're focusing on 10 each week. We're sharing a new tip with you, and joining us now is Dylan Bond, the owner of Bond Financial Services, to explain Part 7, Social Security Benefits. Dylan, it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's great to be here.
So Social Security is a very nice thing to have when you get older, but as we were saying earlier, it should just be one pocket of money that you have.
Right. I think I work with people that are 50 and older, getting ready for retirement. I think one of the number one concerns that they have in decision making when it comes to retirement is, when should I take Social Security? And what I try to get across to people is that there's really not a silver bullet out there that says you should take it at 62 because you'll get more money over time. It really depends on the situation. Social Security wasn't designed to finance 100% of our retirements. As a matter of fact, Social Security Administration says that it will only finance about 40% of the retirement. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have other sources of income that will protect, that will complement Social Security and give our clients a more comfortable income stream in retirement.
Well, I think a lot of people out there, they just blindly, and me included, you just blindly assume, yeah, Social Security will take care of me. But that 40% number is astounding.
Yeah, I mean, on average, from what I see, people at about 65 that are planning to take Social Security are going to get about $2,000 a month. Now, there are some people that we meet with that can live off of that, and they're comfortable with it. But most people that we meet with now, that's only going to be a part of their income plan. Then what we're doing is we're looking at what they have for other assets and how can we create another layer of income on top of that will still keep that money available to them in the event that something does happen to them. It will go to their spouse or to their children.
And often you talk about it eloquently, but the best way that I think you put it is those pockets of money. So Social Security is a pocket of money. Maybe your 401k or pension's another pocket, and your investments are another.
Yep.
There's a lot of different ways to look at it.
A lot of people in this day and age don't have pensions. Companies are getting rid of pensions. It's a time, we used to live in a time when companies took care of the employees. Now the employees are responsible to take care of themselves. So really what we're looking to do is, if you have a lot of IRA money or 401k money that's tax deferred, we want to try to take some of that money and create more additional income streams so that they can take that money out slower over time and pay taxes on it as their lifetime goes on, rather than take it out in a lump sum where they might get into a higher tax bracket and pay a lot more in tax than they should.
Now let's talk about the age-old question: is when should I be taking my Social Security? And it starts at 62?
Yeah, you can start to take it at 62, and then every year you wait from there, obviously it goes up.
You get more and more money, so it's advantageous to sometimes wait, it's advantageous to sometimes take it right off the bat.
One of the key components is, A, do you need it? Do you have other sources of income? Can you work longer and get a higher benefit down the road? The other big consideration is life expectancy. Are you healthy? Do you plan to live a long life? There's studies out there that show if a married couple is 65 right now, they have a 1 in 3 chance of living past 90. So if that's the case and you're in a position where you think you're going to live a long, long time, if you can afford to delay it for some time, you'll have more money coming out for a longer period of time down the road.
Now, Dylan, how does it work with your spouse? Let's say, a couple of years down the road, I'm 80 and then I die. What happens to my wife? Does she get my benefits, or how does that work?
Well, if you pass away, your wife will get the higher of the two benefits. So if your benefit was higher than hers, she'll get yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's not going to get extra benefits, but she'll get whichever one was higher.
Right. Yeah. What we did at the office, Seth, is we invested in a Social Security software program that allows us to take all of our specific information from the people we're working with, plug it into the system, and it will generate reports that'll give us information that we can talk over with the people, so that they have the information they need to make the right decision for them.
Now, Dylan, we have a graph I think it's worth putting up there. It's the age at which you take Social Security and then the age and how much money you get. And it's kind of a stark difference. If you take it at 62, roughly, and this always changes, you can get a little over $1,000. But as you age and as you get to 70 years old, you can almost take $2,000.
Again, the key to that, Seth, is that if you wait till 70, you're going to have 10 less years to live.
Exactly.
So they can afford to give you a little bit more because your life expectancy isn't as far. So again, it's a case-by-case basis. The bottom line is you got to factor in your health situation, your financial situation. What other assets do you have to take income from, and then make your decision based on your information, not a general opinion.
Every week you come in here, we do another one of these tips. It's like there's so much more you have to learn. But the nice thing is if people want to learn more about you, they can go to one of your seminars or meet with you one-on-one.
Yeah, we do seminars on a weekly basis. You got to excuse me, I have a little
Don't worry about it, you got a tickle
frog in my throat today. We do seminars on a weekly basis. Basically, we have some coming up at the Villa Rose in Ludlow, Massachusetts. We have one at Leone's tonight, which is basically got a couple of spots left. It's at 6 o'clock. And then we're going to be doing some at Tucker's in Southwick.
And
Thank
as
you very
always,
much.
if people want to check you out, they can head to your office in Long Meadow or check you out online at bondfinancialservices.net.
Absolutely.
Well, Dylan, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for
Good to be
stopping
here.
by today. And you can visit bondfinancialservices.net or give them a call, 413-754-4747. Just let Dylan and his staff take all the steps to secure your financial future.